Hello. It's Kate Bolt, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK. I'm back for another fun Friday and we're going to have a bit of fun today making a card using the gorgeous, most adored designer series papers from Stampin' Up. Look at these. Aren't they beautiful? Now, they're really pretty. They're foiled, so they're called speciality papers because they're all foiled. And they're really beautiful. Now, when I first saw them, I saw this side of the paper. Oops, cut into mine. And they are decidedly Valentine themed because they have all the hearts and the reds and the pinks. And so I knew that I could possibly use them regardless, even though I probably will only just make one Valentine card. But they weren't the first thing that jumped out at me because of the theming. However, they are stunningly gorgeous, especially when you look on the other side at all the foiling, like this. I mean, they really are really shiny and beautiful and lovely and gorgeous. So I have taken part in a group hop this weekend. So this is coming out on Friday. So on Saturday, you'll see this card. Very simple, super easy Valentine card that I made for a Facebook hop as part of a group I'm in. So if you have a look at my Facebook at Inkstampshare, you'll see that hop on Saturday, and you'll be able, that's tomorrow, and you'll be able to look at all the other links and get loads of inspiration for Valentine cards. And I made a super quick and simple one, and it kind of inspired me to see what else I could do with these papers. So I'm going to try and make a birthday card for this Fun Friday. I don't need any more Valentine cards, and you know what? I want to use these papers for lots of different things. So I'm just going to go with a really simple card today, quick and easy, and I'm just going to pick out something really pretty. And I'm definitely going to use the foils. So I'm going to go for this one, this in your face one. It's like marbling, but all gold and shiny, and the other side has this lovely red, which I could definitely use as well. I think I'm going to be making some scrapbook pages with these papers as well. So there'll be lots of inspiration coming to use them. So if you're a little bit put off by the Valentine theme, don't be, because they're super versatile, I think. Anyway, right. I'm going to cut a piece off the side of mine. Now, when I use my 12 by 12 papers for card making, I always take a first strip off my card layer at 10 centimetres. Oh, I think my blade, oh no, there's something sticky in there. What's all that doing there? There we go. It was just a strip of paper in the end. There we go. So I take off that, and then the rest I can use again. You can get 6 card fronts from a piece of 12 by 12. So I am going to cut this down slightly more, but that just means that I've got the right amount left. This is so pretty. Whew. So I have got a current favourite colour combo going on, and it's Coastal Cabana, Real Red, and I also like the pink in with it. I like a pink. I like Flirty Flamingo in with it. All sorts of pinks, really. So I picked out some of the colours that I'd like. So I'm just going to create my card base. So I always do mine the same way, and I tend to work in metric. So however you do your card bases, make a basic card base, because some of you in the States will have different measurements to me because you're working in inches. So I'm going to score mine. Maybe I should start doing mine in both. 14.8. Let me know in the comments. It's not something I've ever done or committed to. If you would like me to put the measurements out when I make a card in UK metric, if you'd like me to put it out in imperial for US letter size as well, because I can work that out, and I know it might be helpful, but I'm sure a lot of you already know your basic layers and card sizes, but you know, let me know. So A4, score it at 14.8 centimetres, so that's in half. I'm going to make it a 10th fold card, and I am going to cut it at 10.5, so that's in half again, and that makes me a nice 10th fold C6 medium card base. I'll tell you why I was talking about the inches now. I went to visit a friend yesterday who's been not very well, to do some card making with her, which was absolutely lovely. And she works in inches, and we made a large card in inches. And I've written myself my instructions so that, because I had to change my card. This was, where's my original? Here's the original card. It's the little one that we made in metric, real fun. And then I got her card base that she liked to use, and I just sized it up to do it in inches. So it wasn't difficult once with my stop scratching my head. And yeah, so I was just playing with some different papers. So that's what inspired me to have a go at things in inches. Now I do all my scrapbooking in inches, so you know, we can like change it up. We can do both. So I'd like a red layer now. I am loving, we have a few different reds in a Stampin' Up colour palette. Poppy Parade is my current favourite. I use a lot of cherry cobbler and real red over the Christmas period. So I'm currently going for Poppy Parade. It's very bright and it's kind of bit brighter than letterbox red, but it's not kind of shouty red. So that's 10 centimeters by 14.3, which is the layer size that I need. Don't need that little bit of red. And then, as I said, I'm going to cut the paper down slightly again. So my next layer size length for that card is going to be 13.8 centimeters. I take it down just by half a centimeter each time, so it'll be 9.5 by 13.8, just a sliver off there. And now we've got our card layers all ready to go, except for I need a one for the inside. If I'd made a white card base, I would have done it in the thick white, and I would have left it because it's white, but because this is coloured, I'll put an insert inside. So that's my front. And that one should then leave a nice little border. And look how pretty that is already. That is gorgeous, isn't it? Do I need to do much else? It's so pretty. So that's my kind of elements made. I'm going to make an insert while I'm thinking about it. And I'm going to need this piece, I think. I might need some other scraps as well. So I'll tell you when I'm cutting my, if I don't have any smaller pieces of white, and I'm cutting my insides of my card, I'll cut a piece at 14.3 like that by 10, and you can then cut 4 of those from one piece of A4, and you've got, if you wanted to do that, you've got 4 of them all ready to go, but you know, whatever works. So this is going to go inside. Yeah, I really think that I could just put the measurements up for inches as well. Right, so that's that. I've got it all ready. Now I've got to decide what's going to go on it. Now, I have pulled this stamp set out because when I made this one, and I've done a blog post to go live for this one as well as the Instagram hop, I was talking about these beautiful papers that I've just shown you, and they are free. All of these papers that I've just shown you from this set, all of these gorgeous ones are free with Celebration at the moment, just till the end of February 24, with a £45 or more order in my online shop. So you get a packet of 12 by 12 double-sided papers for free. And I was using these little hearts to make the Valentine card. Now, I don't tend to buy a whole Valentine suite or stamp or die set or anything like that, because I make one Valentine card. So I was looking in my stash, and I remembered the Sentiment Silhouette dies, and these are brilliant. I love these, and I've used them so much. And see these little hearts here? This one cuts out this heart, and it cuts it out like this, and then I use the insides just to glue inside. You've got a solid heart there, but the purpose of this stamp set, the main purpose, is all these gorgeous sentiments goes with this stamp set, and all of these dies cut them out. So you know when you see a card and they've got, it looks like they fussy cut out a title. Whoops, I've used mine so much, as you can see. Well, then you can see that these will take away the need for any of that fussy cutting. And every single sentiment you can cut out, And then it also has other things in there. So it's got these candles, it's got the stars, it's got the hearts, it's got like this ray, sun ray, or what will come off a candle. It's got a little flame, it's got a flower, and it's got the stalk, and it's got this little perforated edge. So there's so many things in this stamp set. It's a really great one to have in your stash. And I use just the hearts to make that card, and obviously it will go much further. And I was thinking about this. So if you purchase the stamp and the die set, you would then qualify for a free celebration item, and you could grab these for free. You could grab these papers for free, or you could grab this ribbon. This is also free in my online shop with Celebration. Anyway, that's what my thinking was. Brilliant, I think. And when I came to be making a birthday card, my favourite sentiment currently is this: wishing you the happiest of birthdays. As you can see, I have used it tremendously a lot. Is that a phrase? Tremendously a lot. I've used it a lot. So, I mean, there's loads in there. So, happiest of birthdays, and then I've got a woohoo, or because you totally deserve it. Loads of things. Right, okay, I'm going to stop wittering on. Grab a block. It's odd because I'm so used to doing my lives. I'm used to having someone to chat back to me. It's got a piece of basic white. I'm going to stamp this in the Poppy Parade. Now, as I say, I have been using this all the time lately, so I think it might be getting a little bit dry. I do need to re-ink it. Let's try it out. The re-inkers are absolutely brilliant. If you buy one of our stamps, ink pads, grab the re-inker at the same time. It's really good value, and it means when you get to the point of your ink pad running out, you have the re-inker there ready, because we never know when it's going to run out and you come to use it and it's dry. Very annoying. Even though I've not had to re-ink this one hardly ever yet. So wishing you the happiest of birthdays. Get my chamois. Oh, these stamp cases are good as well. I just keep mine in a stamp case. We sell these as well, separately. So good for all sorts of things. Right, let's give that a good old clean off. The happiest of birthdays. Now I need to find the die that will fit it. Where is it? Is it you? I think it is you. Lovely. Good job. Right. All my glue away because I was crafting with my lovely friend. And also my washi tape. Let me grab some more. Still working everything out. I've moved my craft room round. So I did have everything, kind of, almost everything within reach for doing videos, but I'm still getting used to my new layout. So let's pop that on there and add some tape, and hopefully I'll get it. I like a bit of washi. It stops everything moving around. Right, let's try it. Let's see, did I do it right? Oh, not bad at all. So wishing you the happiest of birthdays. So you see what I mean? It looks like I've been around with my scissors and cut out the sentiment. And I didn't need to at all. So wishing you the happiest of birthdays. Like that. I haven't thought about this card. It was just, I thought I'd give it a go. And then, what to do next? What to do next? I can't remember how this one works. because it's been ages since I used the candle one. Can't remember. I tell you what, I'm going to cut it out. Ooh, I think that one I'll cut out in a scrap of the Coastal Cabana, which is this colour. So let me grab some. Oh, I was thinking, do I even have a scrap? Yes, I might have a scrap of Coastal Cabana. Do you store yours together, all your scraps? I like to do that because then when I go to cut a small item, I'm not just going into a fresh sheet every single time, because that's the thing, isn't it? Oh, I found a smaller piece actually. Right, I'm going to cut that candle out. What does it do? Oh, it just cuts the bits. Oh, that's clever. Yes, I'd forgotten. Right, let me grab my pokey tool. Where are you gone, pokey tool? Because I think I took you with me yesterday too. Where are you? Yes. Yes. So it just cuts out these tiny little pieces. Do I even need these? I can see what they're for. They're going to go down the length of the candle, but I'm not sure. Look, it cuts it out like that. I think if I do 3 of these, that should cut those out. Let's do that. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, here it is. I left it behind. I was very confused about those tiny pieces. I thought that was going to be Devil's own job to put those on a card. And as I say, it's been such a long time since I used the candle. I've been using all the other bits, but I don't use the candle. Oh, I have, but not in ages. So I'm thinking that. So I'm going to do 3 of those, and then I'm going to come in with something with that. So I need 2 more of those. How silly I am. Of course I am. I mean, you could use the little pieces, but that's not what I'm here for today. So we've got 3 of those. Die cut back there. Ooh. Right, and I'm going to find some gold next. Do you keep all your scraps? Now I've got some retired gold. I've got some big sheets of our current gold too, but you know, this is just sitting on my shelf waiting to be used. This is some of our glimmer, and I mean, it's so pretty. I like to use all my scraps, so I'm going to use what we've got. Now that's a similar gold. That's much more subtle. I think I'll go with that, but it would all work. It's about time it got used up. Use what you've got, people. Use it all. see how this works. So I've got one. And I'm going to glue it on there. And I'm going to make myself a really pretty birthday candle. And they are going to go on there. Perfect. Right, let's do 2 more of those. So now we've got 3 of those. That's nice. And then what colour am I going to do my little flame? I've got a flame for the top. Or we could go with the kind of sunburst piece, but there's the like flame. There's the flame and there's like the light piece. But I think we'll just put the little flame on this card. And I think I'll do it in a scrap of Poppy Parade. Now, the one that I was using earlier, I'd cut our mini alphabet die out the other day to make a scrapbook page. How cool is it when you look at what's left behind? Loving that. I love that it cuts it all out at once and then you've got all the alphabets. Brilliant. Right, I'm going to cut my flames out of the red. Cut 3 of those. And then weeny, so I don't want to lose them, which is, I always lose all the small pieces. I'm rubbish at keeping hold of them. If there's anything small, I've lost it. There's one. Two. Last one. It's a very, very grim day here where I am in Buckinghamshire. It is horrible weather. We have torrential rain forecast and it's in place. It's been raining a lot today already. It's pouring, and it's going to start it's going to carry on all day and all night, I think. Whereas some areas in the country are getting it as snow. We're just getting torrential rain, which is nothing new for us. We've got flooding all over the shop, but yeah, it's just rain. So tell me what the weather's like where you are. I'd love to know. So I'm going to stick these together now. I'm going to use a little bit of my Tombow glue if I can find any. Here we go. I've got many of these on the go at the moment and a lot of them seem to be nearly empty. So I want to empty them all. Eventually I'll cut them open and use the tiny bits that are left in the bottom. I haven't used this one in a week, so let's have a look and see what else I've got. I've got a couple of new ones hanging about, but there they are, heaven knows, because I packed everything up. This feels completely empty, this one. Right, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my seal. And then my brain kicks over. That's what I'm looking for. Here we go. So this little doodad is super useful. It's called a silicone craft mat, Means I can ink on it, I can glue on it, I can stamp and do all those things. And it stops everything getting such a pickle. So I'm going to use my seal glue just for this. I don't know if I did it on the right side. And pop my candles together like that. And then when I finish, any bits of glue will just rub off of there, hopefully. That's the plan anyway. That's easier than wet glue, to be fair. See how this works. Crafting on the fly today, just based off another card design, and it's so lovely to have these papers to play with and have a nice little birthday card ready in my stash, because there are lots of those birthdays and one that I can send to anybody. Right, okay, so I'm going to glue my layers together before I put my candles on. So card base, tent fold. I'm going to pop on my Poppy Parade layer. I have also moved I have a big kind of mat that I use underneath my grid, and I've put it up on the side, and I thought, you know, I'm going to go without it. No, I wish I'd left it. Because my grid moves around. Right, so useful, my grid paper though. Put that on there. That red is so nice, isn't it? That's cherry cobbler, I think. Or could be real red, actually. So pretty, but I'm using the gold side. We want it all shiny for a birthday. Bit luxurious. Make sure it's straight. There we are. Now I'm going to put my happiest of birthdays to you down here. Actually, no, I'm not going to put any ribbon on it. I was thinking about peeling it up and popping some ribbon. A little bit like I had on my other one, to be fair. I'm glued to everything. Right, that's that. Let's see if I can get my Tombow to work. You know what? I'm going to open a new one because I could be there all day. How extravagant. That's happened sometime, doesn't it? I don't know if that's meant to help you open it, but anyways. Crafting ASMR. That'd be funny. Right. Okay. Let's go straight in. We are going to put the flames on top of the candles before we stick them on. Is that a plan? Right, now they are going to go on there like so. I'm hoping that the red will work. Could do little gold ones, but I think that they would kind of get lost. And I'm going to put the tiniest blob of the Tombow onto the candle and then stick on the flame. How cool. Making birthday candles. Cute. yeah, so I shall make a scrapbook page, I think, with these papers next. I've made some cards with them, made a few cards, and then you can see how that works out. What have I done with the other candle? Can you see it? Did I lose it? Oh, it stuck to my hand. Well, there's a surprise. Honestly, ridiculous. I do store my Tombos upside down, but I think they're pretty empty, those ones that I was trying to make work. Right, there we go. So we've got our candles. Stick it down a bit further. There we are. Right, now we're going to pop these on here and pop this on here. So I am going to put, wishing you the, where's the best way to do this? And then we could have the candles down here. I like that idea. Yes. It's a very different colour scheme, isn't it? But I really like the gold. So stay there, you three. Let's grab some sticky foam pads. I'm going to use these ones to go on the back of here. So, dimensionals. I'll put a couple here, like that. And then I've got some of the tiny ones. These are super useful. The thing about these tiny ones is that then you don't have to cut up the big ones. They cost the same. The sheet size is exactly the same. You just get a lot more, if that makes sense. So, yeah, it makes life so much easier. Take the backs off. Wishing you the happiest of birthdays. To the left a little bit, I think. And then I might get some of our strips. Why not? Some of our foam. Now, we sell these foam strips. This is not the ones that you get in the shop. These were the ones that came in a kit that I've got left over. But I've got big packs of the ones that we can buy in the online shop. They're exactly the same, just you get more of them and they're much longer. They're fabulous, absolutely brilliant. And I'm going to use them to stick these on and pop it up. Where are you, scissors? Those are my ribbon scissors. And here are my other ones. Alright, so one. This will stick nicely to that foiled card as well. Oh, I was about to say that fits exactly, but it's not. It's just slightly hangs over the end, so we don't want that, do we? Okay, good, good, good. Let's pop our... It keeps sticking to me because I use seal on it. And she's poking through the holes just a tiny little bit. Right, let's do my glues. And I should have just opened my Tombow. let's take the back off and get it stuck down, and then it'll stop doing that. Now I'm not sticking them very hard to start with in case I want to move them a little bit. Wishing you the happiest of birthdays. There we go. There is our birthday card. So I just need to do the inside, but that's actually quite fun, isn't it? It's very blingy. Oh, I do like a bit of bling. So I'm going to come back in with this lovely Charming Sentiment stamp set that I used here. And I'm going to put, I could put just for you, wishing you everything wonderful, or I could put woohoo. I'm going to put wishing you everything wonderful. Is it this one? Yes. Let's grab a block. And the ink pad. Something all over the stamp, but now it's gone. Wishing you everything wonderful. How fun is that? Very simple birthday card. You do not have to create candles on it, but I really like those little die cuts, so I chose to put them on there. You could have just left it with the happy birthday sentiment and that would have been perfect. We put something else on there entirely, but I do love the papers. Right, there you go. I have a birthday card made, and I'll show you my original that I did for this Smart Stamping Facebook hop that's on tomorrow on Facebook. I have a blog hop associated with that. Not a blog hop, a blog post. So you can find that on my website at inkstampshare.ink. You can find that, and you can also find it on my Facebook. But that's that. Using the same papers and the same die set. And the birthday card, which is really not me. I'm very, I would say my style's usually a lot less bling and a lot more subtle, but I actually quite like it. Tell me what you think. Would you like to have a really gold shiny birthday card sent to you? It's fun. Yeah, I like it. Let me know what you think, and I hope you've enjoyed it today. A bit of fun Friday, and do come back and visit me again. I'll be live on Tuesday for, oh, I won't be live because we're away. I'll have a pre-recorded video up on Tuesday for Coffee and Cards, so pop in and have a look at that one. And then again next Friday, and then the following week I'll be back live for Coffee and Cards. And you can have a look in the description box down below for all the timings of my lives, and also for all the links of all the products that I've used from Stampin' Up. They are available in my online shop. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'd be very grateful. And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.